One rotation in the books at this 2006 Big Ten Championship. Surprisingly, Minnesota up on top. Remember, 3 teams, MSU, OSU, and Penn State, yet to compete. Going into the second rotation, we'll be looking towards Michigan on the bars and a lot from Penn State on the treacherous balance beam. This will be our first look at Penn State University and Carissa Perkel.
One of the most important aspects of team gymnastics, that lead-off gymnast, particularly on this event. So imperative that you start off with a hit routine. It's like the lead-off batter in baseball. Get on base. Sets the pace, sets the tone.
And that is the lead-off element. That will hurt dramatically.
Just adds pressure because now that's the routine, that's the score that they want to drop.
6 gymnasts compete on each event.
It's not the deadly kind of pressure, but it is definitely pressure. The rest of the gymnasts have enough experience in competition to pull it all together, but sure feels better when you got a hit routine leading off.
Remember, Penn State was second last year in a very close duel with Michigan. 0.125 behind. It came down to the final rotation. Their coach, Steve Shepard, told me, I'm getting a little bit tired of ending up in second place.
Full off the side. Not going to be completely pleased, obviously. 0.5 of a point off for the fall, but immediately in their heads, that's the score they'd like to drop. They rally together. It's all right. Pull it together. We've got 5 more routines to do.
But that's exactly it, Kathy. This puts so much more pressure on Penn State. They know they cannot afford to have that happen again.
And you know, Tim, that it probably doesn't happen often to this gymnast. She wouldn't be in that position. They put someone in that position because they know they can handle that kind of pressure.
And we will once again move to Michigan on the uneven bars. This is Tatiana Thunarego. First Michigan gymnast, Nellie Kipley, had a serious fall on her dismount. So Michigan also in the same role.
Oh, sorry, Tim, they had to cover just a little bit.
She was able to hold on, though, in the same situation as Penn State, their first gymnast out of the blocks with a fall. Want to throw that score away.
Here comes the dismount. Nice double layout. Beautiful in the air and a great landing. She had the little mishap in the transfer down to the low bar. She was not quite in the handstand, fell over, but as you said, Tim, handled it. That was the highlight of the routine. Just a gorgeous double layout, good landing.
Well, Michigan answers the call. The number 2 spot for Penn State, Jennifer Orlando. Remember, they want to drop that first score. Let's see if they can get back on track.
And Tim, this is a gymnast who, the start of her collegiate career, really only competed on some of the events, was never really an all-arounder. Suddenly she's been thrust into an all-around capacity and is doing extremely well in that role and loving it. She's competing so strongly for Penn State week after week, and she's in a pressure spot right now, getting it back on track, and so far so good. Nice combination, 3-element combination, the layout in the middle.
Penn State currently ranked second in the conference, 60th overall for the NCAA.
Solid routine. Gets them right on track.
Very different mount.
Oh, I
That was great.
Isn't it exciting when you see something that's just out of the ordinary?
Yeah, that was great. You know, so often the gymnasts fall into the same pattern, but very, very unique and well done.
Of course, Tim, you remember back in the day when we had risk, originality, virtuosity, all those cool things that we'd love to see get back into the sport of gymnastics.
Kathy, that day was a long time ago.
Beautiful pass. Not super, super difficult, but so well done, so cleanly done. Break.
So far, though, Penn State seems to be bouncing back after that miss in the first rotation by Carissa Perkle.
What every team wants is to be able to do everything they're capable of doing in a competition. You can't suddenly come up with more difficulty in your routine when a meet comes around, but you can hit solid, perfect routines. Watch this mount. This was the best part of the routine. I love it.
Kind of like an anodi there, right?
Yeah.
An anodi to a
chest stand. I don't know if I'd want to do it.
Yeah, me neither.
Boy, am I glad somebody does it.
Beautiful.
It's fun to watch.
Well, you called it, Kathy. You said that these young ladies would be up to the challenge. Their first athlete having a fall, but they have rallied thus far. Remember, they are not penalized if they end up dropping that lowest score and they count 5 hit routines. That'll be all right. On the bars, we are going to move back to the University of Michigan and Lauren Merkovich.
Very exciting competition already underway. Really seeing some solid performances, good gymnastics. That's fun to see the release move going the opposite direction toward the low bar. Tim, we've watched this sport change so dramatically through the years. It's like seeing more of men's high bar on the uneven bars. It's exciting to watch.
I tell you, though, the thing that I really like about Michigan is oftentimes today, they haven't been perfect. They've been a little bit off, but they were able to hold on and not count the big error. So we will be back with more excitement and the 2006 Big Ten Gymnastics Champion.